Well, welcome back, everyone. You know, we've had some storms recently, and your roof might be damaged. I haven't looked at mine, don't want to know, so I'm just ignoring it. But we have in studio now Corey Smith with Heyn Brothers Roofing. What are you seeing after some of these recent storms?
Well, thanks for having us here today. We're seeing a lot of calls right now coming in from people who have wind damage and trees that have fallen possibly on their house, but the biggest thing is hail damage. And the biggest parts in our region that have been hit with hail is the community of Eagle Lake was hit extremely hard, as well as kind of the rural areas out on 99 and 15 between Nicollet and St. Peter. And some of those rural farm estates were hit pretty hard with hail, and so they have insurance claims going, and we're here to help with that.
Yeah, so what is this first thing that someone should do if they notice some damage?
What a lot of insurance agents have our local clients do is call in to a local contractor, somebody they trust, and so we get a lot of calls that way, and we'll come out to the house and do an inspection and check things out, look at the roof, look at the siding, the gutters, and see if there's really damage, you know, and if there is, then we'll have them put in a claim with their insurance company, and eventually an adjuster will come out, although that takes time right now because they're so busy. And we always try to meet the adjuster on the property to make sure there's no discrepancies and that all parties are on the same page, and we can move forward then.
Yeah, and I was joking at first. You really should, even if you don't see the damage, if you think you've been hit hard with the hail, you should maybe just call and get it checked out.
It's always a good idea to check it out. Asphalt shingles, for example, it's very hard to see from the ground. And so what hail does, it impacts the shingle and it bruises the shingle. And when a shingle has bruising, it's going to take life off that shingle. And so a lot of folks in our community have a 30-year-old roof, but after a hailstorm, that might turn into a 10-year-old roof. And so it's important to get that looked at because the cost of a roof nowadays is not cheap.
Yeah, let's talk about the different options that you have.
Sure. So this is your traditional asphalt shingle, and they make different lines of an asphalt shingle nowadays, and one of the benefits of this is a Landmark Pro made by Certainteed, and we primarily use those products. They're manufactured in Shakopee, Minnesota, which is cool. It keeps the dollars in our state. But also with this product, it's considered a Class 3 shingle, and any shingle that's considered Class 3 or 4 means it's impact resistant. And so during the manufacturing process, they embed SBS, which is a fancy way of saying rubber, to these shingles. And so as it gets hit with hailstones, it's supposed to absorb those hail hits. And so one of the cool things with this product is most insurance companies nowadays are pushing on their homeowners a Class 3 and 4 shingle, and they offer you discounts in your premiums. Because in theory, next time if you get hit with hail, it's not going to have hail damage.
Yeah, good idea. All right, and another type that you brought.
Yeah, so this is a steel product, and this is a little bit newer to our market. We've been putting steel roofs on for over 15 years, and they have different profiles. For example, this is a cottage profile, and this one here is a shake profile to give it a look of a cedar shake roof. Now, these are manufactured with 26 gauge steel. They come in 3-foot wide panels. It does cost more, but they're lifetime, and it's a lifetime warranty. And so a lot of commercial buildings are farmers and people who are going to be in their property forever. If it's your forever home, it may be something for you to consider. When people think of steel, they often think of rib steel or pole barn steel, and so this is a little bit, in my opinion, classier look on a house, and it's very nice. We like it a lot. Also has a Class 4 rating.
Okay. Now, if there are certain parts of your roof that you need replaced, how do you go about making sure that it matches, but also wanting, the next best thing?
Well, that's a big thing with the insurance companies. Minnesota is a matching state, and what that means is if insurance is going to cover half of the roof, we need to make sure it can be matched. And so oftentimes part of my job is getting that shingle sample, going out to the house, taking photos and working with whether that's State Farm or American Family or North Star Mutual or whatever insurance company to make sure it matches, because homeowners certainly don't want a blotchy roof up on their house.
Right. Anything else you want to add today, Corey?
No, I don't think so. Thanks for having us. And if you do feel you have storm damage, you can certainly give us a call. Our direct line is 507-388-4396.
All right, Heyn Brothers Roofing, thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, more on Cato Living when we come back.